Alrighty. Hopefully. All right. Look at this. What a hype up. Okay. I think I'm in a good spot here. I think everything looks like it's working. Let me know if for some reason you can't hear me. They're doing this is a big difference in the introductions than what they did than what they've done in the past. Anyway, so welcome to the Orlando Magic Nation, your source for all things Orlando Magic on YouTube. For Magic fans, by a Magic fan. I'm Edwin Valentine, and I want to thank you very much for clicking on this live stream, spending a little bit of time talking Magic with me. This one is obviously going to be a longer stream. This is similar to what I've been doing in some of the preseason games where I'm commenting throughout the course of the game as well as just making sure that there's Mo got his love to the enter just to be as a secondary thing. Like should be watching the game. I didn't put my headphones on just yet, but I'll be listening to the commentary from the game. I like listening to David Steele and Jeff Turner, so I'm not here to replace them in any way at all. So don't worry about that. I'm just here. If you're wanting to sit next to a buddy watching the game, that's what we can be here. So drop something out in the chat. Let me know um, what you're thinking of the game. What's the deal? Like, what do you think the season is going to have in store for us? So you let me know. Just do that, and we'll have a nice quick couple hours together. And then after the fact, I'm going to have another stream where I'm going to do a post game where I basically go over the game in general as well as going over the stats for the different players to kind of talk about how they played, give them a bit of a grade just to kind of just understand and contextualize how they did in this game. So there's a lot coming from this game. Everybody's very excited. We'll see what the season has in store. So we have Jalen in his outfits now, and Desmond always flexing with them big old guns of his. He's coming out right now, so it's a longer than normal intro because they're trying to hype things up. And I wondered about that really. Just I don't know if it's just me because I'm hyper focused on the Magic this year and just what we can be and the season we have ahead of us. That man, I'm like really like just watching even just the player introductions. I don't remember him ever being this big because maybe I just wasn't focused on it, and that's what it was. But yeah, they're real big now. Each one of the players are coming out to set a picture for those who aren't watching. On the court, there's a bunch of fans with the glow sticks, and each one of the guys they're walking up, kind of like if you're old enough to remember what Soul Train was like. You go, you dance in between, and there was rows of people around. That's kind of how this is going now, and they have a big Magic logo behind them, and they're stepping out kind of like a bit like the wrestlers do as well. Another analogy that the wrestlers come out and they kind of pose and they walk down the runway there. For here, it's the Magic have just fans on each side of one of the players, and they've all come out. So now Paulo's the last one to come out. So they're all out at this point. So I think that is that for the player introduction. So again, drop it in the chat. Let me know what you think or what how you think we're going to do this year. If you watched my bowl predictions video, I assume that the Magic are going to have the best season they've ever had. I don't think I said they'd win the championship. No, I didn't say they win the championship, but getting to the Eastern Conference Finals at a what should be expected from them, but also the likelihood of them being able to possibly make the NBA Finals if all goes well, as Zach Lowe called them, the something crazy team. hey, something crazy could happen, as we saw in that one simulation from ESPN. They ended up winning the championship. So crazy things have happened. The Indiana Pacers made it to the NBA Finals and lost in Game 7 against the juggernaut Oklahoma City team. So everybody wants to say, "Oh, I know what's going to happen," and "Oh, this is what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen." You have no idea what's going to happen in the end. It could be anything could happen really when it comes to the NBA season. So that's my posit. So you just let me know what you think is going to happen. Actually, that's I realistically think that that's something that can happen. I'm not just being a massive homer, which I probably am, but I just also think that if all goes right and if they do as they can, if they play as well as they can, I think the Magic could do something. Some could be that something crazy team. You never know. All right, I'm gonna take a quick little break to put on my headphones and get prepared. Oh, it seems it's nice pass by Paulo for Wendell. All right, so already some technical difficulties here on my end. I saw there was two point a 2-pointer by Wendell. There we go. So Wendell hit a nice dunk off a pass from Paulo, and then a 3-pointer by someone on Miami. Oh, this music, yo. I love me some music on League Pass. The League Pass music is always good. So Paul ended up with a foul. Oh, Jalen just running through Paul, or running through Adebayo. Jalen coming out strong. All right, so it's 11:16 left in the first quarter. Desmond Bain out to Wendell. Wendell drives. Nice. To Jalen for three. Missed it. Out to Powell again. Another foul. But Jalen. Oh, Jalen. Jalen. Jalen with another foul on a 3-pointer. So they had a 4-point play that first shot, and now 3 free throws for Norman Powell. So Jalen, a little amp, a little too amp. My word for him is harness this year. We need a harness We need to harness all that energy. Oh, Jalen. Another foul. Yeah, this is beginning of this game. No bueno. Franz, ball up top. Fadeaway jumper. Wagner misses it. Jalen almost got that rebound. Out of bio for three. 10-2. This is what we're talking about. Their defense has to be better for the Magic. Nice. Bane with the nice drive. Jovic with the ball. Get on there. Nice. Nice and running. That's good. That's what we need to be doing. Quick 4 points for the Magic. Gets him back in. Out of bio. Hits it. Let me know out there if you can hear me. I see on my side my screen is frozen on there. Jalen Suggs for three. The Magic are going to shoot better from three. Everybody just needs to get used to that. That's going to be the case. Hoppa. Hey. Man, the Magic fans are amped. 12-9 so far in the first quarter. 9:08 left in the first. Jalen out of the game. So they ended up starting Jalen, which was a bit of a surprise. So Tyus is in now. Oh, there's Desmond. First three. Woo! Oops, sorry. Don't want to be too loud. 12-12. Oh, they almost got it. Hey, there's a okay amount of Miami fans at this game. It's a bit of a surprise. Ooh, and a foul. Oh, another free throw. Yeah, let's see. Franz at the free throw line. Let me know if you guys can't hear me, huh? Sorry. Another couple free throws for Franz. 1 point lead. Oh, missed it. Good job, Paulo. Pass that ball. Bain. Another three for Bain. Ooh. We're going to see. Helping those 3 point shots. Two. Two 3 pointers. Oh. All right. The Magic coming out. Shooting threes. I told you. The Magic are going to shoot way better than 37%. Ref, you suck, chance already early on. Get it. Hey, the Magic. Magic fans is what I'm talking about. The Magic fans out there are yelling "Ref, you suck" from the due to the latest call. Paolo from the mid range, he hit it. 19-17. Orlando up. 7:31 left in the first. Good job, Jones, holding up there. Yo, Miami's on fire. 4 out of 5. The Magic and Miami all of a sudden are going to be offensive teams. Let's see. Tyus misses on the little floater. Miami's up 2019. Mitchell shooting threes. This is what we talked about as well. Hopefully the Magic are able to keep their defensive intensity up. 23-19. Timeout on the floor. So yeah. So far, when we look at the game, hopefully, I haven't heard anybody say that they can't hear me. So sorry, I'll stop talking about it now. I just wanted to make sure that everybody's hearing me and things are good. Anybody that's watching, let me know if you can hear me or not. right. Let's see. Anyway, everything seems to look better now. Anywho, all right. Enough of that. We're going to continue with what we have now. Sorry for being as quiet as I have been. Oh, hello. Apologies for the lack of talking, but now we're going to be in the right spot. Oh, the game already started up again on my end. All right, another foul on the Magic. 23-19, Miami, leading with 6:38 left in the first. First free throw for Bam Adebayo is good. He missed that second one. So 24-19, Miami lead. Ties with the ball at the top of the key. Paulo with a pick. Paulo dribbling one on one. Step back mid range. Long shot, a long rebound to Tyus. Ooh, Bain is going to end up with a foul call because that one, I think the referees are also in early season form. They need to do a better job right now, to be honest. Dez pump faked, and then Powell was lunging, so he just kind of leaned into him and shot that three. Two free throws for Desmond Bain. It did end up he had his foot on the line, so first one in. 24-20, 6:11 left in the first. So it feels like a lot's happened, but it's not a but not a lot's happened. We're at 24-21. Miami leads with 6:09 left in the first. Bain already with 10. Very high scoring first quarter already. Adebayo with another three. I was gonna say if they start hitting, if that even ends up being a three, he makes. Anyway, Paulo brings the ball up, driving, nice, relentless. That's what I said before. If he's relentless, Paulo, there's no one's gonna stop Paulo. Up, Jovic got excited, passed turnover. Jones over to Paulo, backing in Hawkes Jr. Good job, Bain, and Bain ended up fumbling it away. Only Tyus by himself. Ooh, long pass up the court. That's fast. Oh, and Bain missed the shot, but hey, they're playing fast pace. 26. Oh, 26-23. Miami leads with 4:56 left in the first. Let's see if this is the way the Magic are going to play all year. Offensively, it's great, but defensively, not so great. Overreact much? Yeah, we'll see. JI misses a three in and out from the corner. Jovic hits that three. Boom. 29 points from Miami. 4:19 left in the first. Banchero comes up short. He has to be relentless. He has to drive. Right now, he's not driving. I was going to say they're on fire, so they might as well just give it a shot. Tyus, probe dribble. Paolo at the top of the key looks like he wants to go on a one, but he passes it up to Tyus for three. Nice. Whoa. Wendell got the offensive rebound. Wendell ended up getting the offensive rebound and ended up getting stripped underneath, and he was not happy. You could hear it. You could hear it. No bueno. Yeah. Up more refuse suck chance from the Magic. So early on, the Magic are not doing a great job of staying close to the shooters. They've already given up 6 3-pointers to the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat already have 29 points, and they don't even have Tyus, not Tyus, Tyler Hero. They don't even have their best player. Basically, I would I would say Bam Adebayo is likely their best player, but that's just what it is. So yeah, so I think that's going to be the big thing that we're going to look at here. And you know what? I'm just gonna. I don't know if we're gonna be. Yeah, we're gonna have to see what the Magic do this year when it comes to defense. But anywho, offensively though, with 23 points already with 4 minutes ish left in the first quarter is promising. The Magic struggled so much to score 100 points last year that they're, not they're doing pretty well. I think is it's really exciting in that way, especially when you see how Bane came out. We were really concerned about Bane in that. Yeah, again, it's preseason. Try not to overreact, but we're a fan. That is what it is. So he was what 1 for 9 from three in the preseason, and he wasn't really even getting a lot up. To be honest, I think that was the surprising thing. He wasn't able to even get them up. And in the end, right now, he's already at least 2 for 2. Let's see. And if we look at the stats right now, yeah, that's 23. So looking at the stats right now, we have Franz with 4 points on 1 of 2 shooting, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. We have Paulo, 2 of 4. If it's those mid ranges, man. If Paulo cuts out some of those mid ranges, then he's definitely going to be able to have more efficiency, and that's what he needs. He needs more efficiency. He has 4. Wendell with only 2 points, but Desmond 10 points, 2 of 2 from three, 3 of 5 overall. Jalen came in, was just smacking people around on jump shots. He ended up with 2 fouls early on, 1 of 2 from the field, 1 of 2 from three. So the Magic already have hit 3 3-pointers in this first quarter, 50%, 3 of 6. Now the Heat have also been shooting it very well, which is the unfortunate thing for us. But they were getting the ball. They're running. That's the exciting thing. They're out there. Even in that one make, they had the ball up early, and the double team couldn't really get there. So another two for Numpal, 31-23, 30 points to Miami. I'm sorry, that's not great. Obviously, it's a new year, and they have more offense with Norman Powell, but that's a shame already. So now we've got Paolo with a fadeaway mid range. I it is what it is. I can't. I'm not gonna say it for 82 games and hopefully a bunch of playoff games to just say that Paolo should not be shooting those type of shots. Okay, he needs to be efficient. His 26 games or his 26 points a game, that's something that he can do, right? We've seen it. He did it in over the course of over 40 something games last year. So it's definitely possible. It's just if he's able to do it more efficiently, then that's going to get all the advanced stats ups, which are going to get all the nerds involved. And again, we need to keep the narrative going. If the Magic win all these games and he has okay stats, that's just going to be a it's going to be more of a narrative like, oh, it's a team thing as opposed to just him leading, which is likely what it really will be. But still, it's one of those things that you would love more efficiency just so it can help our offense. So Paulo's still out there. It's Tyus, AB. Ooh. I he got blocked. They're running. Fontecchio shoots a three, and he knocks that three down. Oh, it's not a three. It's only a two. 34-23. The Magic even with 34 points. All right, I'll stop. I'll stop. AB over to Tyus at the top of the key. Foul on the Heat trying to stop Franz. Fontecchio ain't gonna be able to stop Franz. Definitely not gonna be able to stop Franz. They're in the penalty, so a couple free throws for Franz. 34 points for Miami with 2:33 left. So Jalen back in. It's going to be an interesting rotations, I think, at the beginning of the season for the Magic as they try to figure who plays best with each other. Franz ended up making one of two, so they're down 10, 34-24. 2:31 left in the first quarter. This feels a little bit like the Puerto Rico preseason game, actually. Faques with a nice little floater over AB and Goga. 61% for Miami this first quarter. AB for three. He banked it in. I don't think he called banking that one. Oh, Jalen jumping, bro. Jalen, you're going to hurt yourself. That's how you hurt yourself. Jalen gets the rebound on a missed three from Jaquez in the corner. Jalen, pick and roll with Goga. Nice. Oh, the Silva cut in from the corner, back door, which is he's going to have that all season long. Tristan will have that all season long, and as I mentioned in a bunch of my videos last year on him in general, that he's just going to stay in the corner, shoot them threes. He shot a good percentage of that in Eurobasket, and he's going to just be able to cut backdoor all year long. Hits the first free throw, 36-28. And no, Tristan missed the second. One out of two. Well, we're missing free throws. 36-28. Miami leads. Hawkins Jr. on there. Drew Smith, high off the glass. Missed it. Goga block on Khalil Ware. Nice. Suggs attacks right off the thing. Right off the bounce and makes it two. So, all right, the Magic claw within six. 36-30. Fontecchio's out of bounds. Turnover. 36-30. Miami leads. 112 less than the first. Miami Miami scoring 36, no bueno, but the Magic scoring 30. Actually, it's not bad. Not actually bad, it's great. Not bad, it's great. This is what we talked about with playing fast. We have to make sure that we keep our intensity defensively. Jalen Suggs, three up the corner, 33. Quick 9-0 run by the Magic. Franz takes it away. 3-on-1 for the Magic. Alley oop to AB. This is exactly the way the Puerto Rico game went. A quick lead for Miami, and then Orlando just comes back with a vengeance. A foul called. AB and Jalen were hounding the ball handler out there, and they ended up just calling a foul. Nice pass by Franz. Franz excited with his modern mullet. as what we're calling Franz's hairdo this year, the modern mullet. That's what he called it. Wiggins at the line, missed the first. So right now it's 36, 35. All right, he made the second. So 37-35 with 28 seconds left in the first. Hopefully the defense continues to ratchet up. Franz, top of the key. Another turnover. Another one of those turnovers that Franz and Paulo got to make sure not to do it. Ooh, but good job, Franz. You mess up on one end and you end up hitting three the next time. Mahiv, 39-38 at the end of the first quarter. That's crazy. My goodness. 38, 39, 39, 38. Whoa, I'm just saying, like, this is crazy. Anyway, a lot happened in that first quarter. Obviously, they came out scorching hot. They ended up making 6 threes, 7 threes in the end, I think is what they ended up with. And they were just on fire. The Miami Heat were. Now, the Magic, on the other hand, they came out playing well. So it's not, they never really played poorly in that first quarter other than on defense. We expect that on defense, they're supposed to be playing a lot better and they're supposed to be the, second ranked defense is what we were last year. I think they're going to end up in the top five. I don't think they're going to be as high as top two because of how much energy they're going to have to expend, or that they're choosing to expend on offense because they want to play much more fast paced. And as we see, 38 points in the first quarter, that's great. The Magic, I think, are really going to probably end up averaging real close to 120, if not a little bit over 120 for the year. And a score like this already indicates that that's likely going to be the case. Miami won't be able to keep up with the Magic offensively, but it's just going to be weird that we're just going to be outscoring teams instead of holding them to less than 100 points or less than 110 points. So I think that's going to be the new way we have to think of it. I would say, and it's going to take some time to get used to. That's what I talked about in my video about the last preseason game. Was kind of like it feels weird how we're winning. Like we won what 130, 125, I think, in our last preseason game, and we're going to be outscoring teams to beat them. As long as we win, that's all that matters, really. But we really need to get those reps and high leverage defense because that's what happens in the playoffs. And it's early on in the season. I know. Hopefully, it doesn't sound like I'm overreacting, but we need to build habits. And as these guys always say, they're stacking days. You got to stack wins. Hopefully, we're stacking possessions really to just show how we're really going to continue to get better over the course of the season. So we will see. To kind of do a quick look at the stats for the Orlando Magic. Franz with 8, Paolo with 4, Wendell with 2, Desmond still has 10, Jalen 8, and Anthony Black 5 points. Andrew Wiggins with a quick bucket, 41-38. Miami. The Magic got to do a better job defensively. Franz on the attack. That's exactly the way you need it. And this is what I'm talking about with Paulo. Exactly what Franz did there. Just go. Just put your shoulder into a guy and just get him. Move them out the way. And good things happen. He's got a nice little inbound plays. I don't know if it's just the inbounds play that comes from Randy Gregory because he helped out with Team Germany on that kind of thing, and they did so great. Good steal by Franz here. Easy bucket for Franz. Tyus not able to convert on that turnover. Magic down by one, 41-40. Where hits a three? 44-40. Crazy. AB, good job of attacking. And this is what I say, even if you don't make the shot, it's still a good thing for you to attack, because if you attack, then you keep the guys constantly on their toes, the defense. Four-point lead. Good job, AB. Continuing to be aggressive. That was my word for him in the season preview. Aggressive. He got to continue to be aggressive. He missed the last layup, which we hope he starts making more of his layups, but still, he was able to get that one to go through. But again, by driving, Goga got the easy basket. 46-44. Miami leads. 9:50 left in the second. Mustaze de Silva alley-oop. Oh, a little too high for Goga. Oh, good job by Tristan to get back, but Fontecchio, they're this both teams are just running up and down. Is this what the NBA is going to be? Oh, AB, nice drive. Oh, try to sneak it into Goga, wasn't able to get it. It's a good drive by AB. Tyus Jones de Silva missed it. Wiggins posting up AB. Oh, missed it. Rebound for Goga. Pushing it up to Tyus. Tyus over the top to Wagner. All day. All day. Franz is running. You just got to get him. You just got to get him the ball. 48-46. 50-46. Drew Smith just driving against our guys. I don't know why you went away from it again. Tristan slowly lays it up. Tristan's also being aggressive. Ware misses a three. De Silva gets fouled on Fontecchio. Another foul for Fontecchio. Yeah, Tristan is doing a good job of moving. He's making sure that he continues to be active. That backdoor cut before was great. Hits the first free throw. Magic down by one. Paolo back in. Let's get everybody in there. Gets that second one to go. Tie game. Yeah. Out to Fontecchio misses the three. Good job, Paolo. Paolo coming in to guys. You're going to need to be able to crash and get those boards throughout the year. The Silva for three. It's that three. Miami needs a timeout. 53-50. 7:41 left in the half. Magic are shooting, where are we? 6 of 11 right now from three. Like I mentioned, the Magic are going to be shooting well this year. This is not going to be one of those things that we need to be concerned about where the Magic are going to shoot 32% over the course of the season again. That's not happening. So everyone can rest easy when it comes to that. The Magic are definitely not going to be scoring or not going to be shooting that poorly from three. If we go real quick over the stats, we got Franz with 12 points, 4 of 5 from the field. Nice and efficient. This is what Paolo needs to do. I don't want Franz to eclipse him in the talk and all of that. And that's what's going to happen. If Paolo ends up not playing efficiently, then it's going to be, oh, the team as a whole ended up doing a great job. So then the narrative about him being an MVP player or an all NBA player is really going to really going to take a hit. But that might help out Franz in the end. Franz might end up being an All NBA player, which is something that I talked about in the bold predictions. That I think he'll be able to sneak in. Maybe not even so much sneaking in. Maybe he'll just end up being an All NBA caliber player in that third team. So far, Paulo. So far, Franz 12 points on 4 of 5 shooting, 1 of 1 from three, a couple rebounds and assists, a couple steals. Paulo 4 points on 2 of 5 shooting, 3 rebounds, 1 assist for Paolo. Wendell Carter hasn't been as active as he was through most of the preseason. He's at 2 points on 1 of 2 shooting with 2 rebounds. That's about it for Wendell. Desmond came out on fire. 10 points early, 3 of 5 shooting, 2 of 2 from three, 2 of 2 from the free throw. Jalen started, which was a bit of a surprise. If you watched the pregame, I thought he would come off the bench, but they started him, which is great. He ended up with so far he has 8 points on 3 of 4 shooting, 2 of 3 from three, 1 rebound and a couple of assists, which is great for him with no turnovers. That's the important part. No turnovers for Jalen. Tyus is 0 points on 0 of 3 shooting, 1 3-pointer he missed. Ended up with 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and no turnovers either. So both of our point guards with no turnovers. That's great. J.I., 3 minutes in, only really had a steal and a rebound on 0 of 1 from the field. He missed that 3-pointer in the corner. AB, 7 points on 3 of 6 shooting, 1 of 2 from three. He banked that one in. 1 rebound, 1 assist, and a couple of turnovers. And Goga, 3 assists already, 1 block, 2 points for Goga. Tristan, 8 points. And that's basically that. Another block. And then a deflection by Black. Defense. This is what we need. The defense. Tristan attacking. Goga flying in again. Attacking is going to help out the Magic and helps out any team. It just makes sense. Just keep it pushing, keep it pushing, keep it pushing at all times. It's going to be hard for them to be doing these anythings during the game because the Magic play fast now. So it's hard for them to do that. So luckily there was a foul for them to be able to do that. Come on, Magic. We gotta pick up the defense. Good job, Paulo. Just took the ball away from Novich and just go and one. That's what I'm great. Relentless. Relentless. Paulo driving is no one's gonna stop him. They're not gonna stop him. Nobody on this team for sure. but not many guys in the NBA are going to. So good on him to sidestep the guy because the guy tried to come over and take a charge, and it felt like he kind of jumped out the way at the last second. So Paolo needs to hit them free throws though. So he misses the free throw magically by 7, 57-50 with 6:40 left in the first. Paolo hits the shot. Wendell from the corner misses that three. Rebound by Miami. So after a quick 12-point lead, Magic have taken control of this one so far. Ooh, let's see if Bane about to launch. Paolo, take him. Drive. Yes. Nice passing. Good job, everybody. Good. Look at all this passing. 7 left on the shot clock. Bankero misses that three. There's a lot of passing there, but Tyus getting advantage. Yeah. 57-54. Orlando leads with 5:29 left in the second. Whoa. What a horrible pass by Desmond. Adebayo misses it. Good run. De Silva. Oh. Adebayo misses it on one end, ran all the way back, make sure to break that one up. But the Magic were running. The Magic are running. They were showing a replay of. Oh, damn! The Magic came up fast. Sorry, they were looking up. They were showing footage of the opener back in the 2004 season. It looks like where he won the game driving. Paolo's got to start hitting them free throws. He did a good job of. That was a nice play. With it looked like Franz at the top, and he just bullet passed it right into Paolo, who was right under the basket. That's why he ended up getting fouled. They're already in the bonus for the rest of the second quarter, so hopefully they take advantage of this. And they're playing so much faster. Eh? They're playing so much faster that they're gonna get fouled, especially if there's take fouls or if they're on the break to stop any of that stuff. They're gonna have to get fouled. So they just need to keep driving. Paolo misses the second free throw. 4-point lead for the Magic, 58-54. Jovic tried a spin move on Franz and he threw it out of bounds. Let's see, Tyus bringing the ball up, top of the key, over to Franz. Paulo tries sets a pick over to Tyus. Wendell sets a pick. Nice pass. No, sorry, bad pass. Nice pick off by Jovic. Tyus turnover on that one. Let's see. Adebayo against Wendell. Traveling. I wonder if the PA announcers, if it's hard for the PA announcers to not do an impression of the old school one, because even now I did traveling. That's something that you heard all the time from him, and now they did it here as well. The new guy did it as well. Ugh, another turnover. The Magic can't turn the ball over if they're going to try to be championship contenders. Adebayo took it against Franz, and Franz ended up bodying him up. So two quick fouls on whoops, on Franz. Yeah, they did a great job of not turning the ball over in that first quarter. See how the turnovers are able to slow down your offense? The Magic, they were clicking offensively, 58 points with what, probably like 6 minutes left. And now they've just stagnated with all these turnovers. Bam hits the first, and he makes the second. Heat only down two now, 58-56. 3:47 left in the second. Franz, nice step over on the move. He drives it. Get a little finger roll. 14 points for Franz. Ugh. Davion Mitchell. This is what I say. Like people said that Bane's not a bad defender. I'm not saying he is a bad defender. He's just not the defender KCP was. But Bane is the Bane is definitely a better shooter than KCP. So I guess we got to take the good with the bad. So 60-58 Magic lead. 3:05 left in the second quarter. Oh, back to back fouls on Wendell. So now Wendell's got three fouls. Still shooting 53%. Miami is. That's not. That's not nothing. Ooh, Goga having to figure out how to play with all that hair. As someone who used to have a ponytail, I could tell you. Especially, I think I have the same exact hair that Bataze has. That it's kind of wavy, and when it gets long, it's a pain in the neck to do anything with. I don't know how the ladies do it. Bam hits the first. At least the Magic are playing better than the Heat played in the first game of the preseason. The Heat ended up with what 61 points, I think, in that first half of the first game, the one in Puerto Rico, and the Magic are already at 60 with 3 minutes left here. So we have to see if they're able to hold the team down. Which in that game, a lot of the Exhibit 10 guys ended up playing. So that's where the Magic really excelled. Our Exhibit 10 guys are better than their Exhibit 10 guys in that day. Good job. Bam Adebayo messed up. Goga was there. Franz. Let's see if Franz hits the three now. Franz is on fire. Hit Schmitch, huh? Hit that. He's in attack mode right now. Exactly. Franz, like I said, Franz is going to make a bunch of noise this year. Wiggins on Bataze. Good job, Goga. Yeah, he still hit it. That's good on him. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. The Magic have 65 points in the first quarter, in the first half. Paulo drive. Nice. That was nice. I don't care. I don't care if you miss. I want you to drive. Mitchell for three. Wide open. 65 of all. 1 minute 35 seconds left. Bain blows past, ends up with getting fouled. Oh, good old nice from Franz. Let's look it up. Exactly. Franz is killing it right now. This feels very much like Team Germany Franz. Franz was the guy who killed it in the first half. And over the course of the second half, I don't know if it was that the defense ended up adjusting or it just became more Schroeder time, and that's what it is. So we'll see if Franz is the one that powers us in the first half, and maybe Paolo or Bain or someone else powers us in the second half. So if we look at the stats real quick, we got Franz with 19 points on 7 of 8 shooting, 2 of 2 from 3, 3 or 4 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals. That's with still a minute left in the first half. Paulo with 7 points on 3 of 8 shooting right now, 0 of 1 from 3, 1 of 3 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds. So good on him for getting in there and getting those rebounds. And maybe he'll still end up with a double double by the end of the game. 1 assist, 1 steal. Wendell not having a great game. He is having to contend with Bam Adebayo with 2 points on 1 of 3 shooting, 2 rebounds. That's pretty much it. Desmond Bain still stuck on 10. He came out hot and looks like the Heat have adjusted. 10 points on 3 of 6 shooting now. 2 of 3 from 3. Jalen Suggs, 8 points, also stuck on 8 points, 3 of 4 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3 as well, 1 rebound, 2 assists. And we don't know how much time Jalen's going to give us today. He'll be out there in the second half, of course, but we don't know what we're going to get from Jalen. Tyus, no points, 0 of 3, 0 of 2 from, 0 of 3 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover. AI, only with 3 minutes. We'll see if he gets back into the game. No points, 1 rebound, 1 steal. AB, 7 points, 3 of 6 shooting. I love the attempts. Great job, AB. 1 of 2 from 3 that he banked in. 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 block as well. Goga with 4 points on 2 of 2 shooting, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block. And Tristan, 8 points, 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, with 1 rebound and 1 turnover to his name. So Magic playing well. Magic playing very, very, very well. Desmond should be at the line when we get back. All I gotta say is that it feels like the court is lit up a lot. I know the new scoreboard is obviously bigger, but everything just looks so lit, especially when it turns blue. Then everything looks super blue, and it just it just feels funny. So hit that first. Desmond hit the first free throw, 66-65. Oh, 2 for 2, 67-65. 132 left in the second quarter. It's gonna take a while for me to get used to all this scoring, so I'm gonna talk about it a lot. So apologies on that. Adebayo on Goga, pushed Goga off, missed it. Paolo to Desmond, pick Desmond, mid-range jumper, nice little fadeaway, hits that one. Desmond Bain up to 14 points, 30 or 69-65. Wiggins also missed it. Good job on defense. Hey, we're finally putting some stops together. They're still on a 130 point. Whoop. Ooh, I was gonna say if Franz taking step back threes, he missed that one. Jovic, I guess going for a 2 for 1, just launched it, missed it. I don't really understand why people do that as often. This two for ones, especially if it's a bad shot, man. I never understand that, but it is what it is. I'm sure there's some math involved. This one was a slow offensive possession, tough shot, not a good offensive possession there. Ooh, Powell almost hits it from three. It's the end of the first quarter or first half. Dear, this is. I wonder what's the record for the Magic in the first half or scoring in a half. 69. They're talking to Desmond Bay now. Let's see what has to say. Yeah. Yeah, they got to do a better job of communicating for sure. That's what he's saying. Yeah, he mentioned that the big thing in Orlando is defense, and they said that they're gonna have to lean in on that next half, which is true. 69. The way these two the way these two teams scored last year, this would have been like a after three quarters score. And if we're talking the 90s and these two teams would have played, it would have been this would have been the whole entire game score. So yeah, we're definitely playing much faster, which is good to see. It makes it way more interesting to watch games like that. Unless the defense is as good as it was last year, which for the Magic, it was for us, it was great to watch the Magic play at such a tempo. I don't need this anymore. That Magic played at such a tempo last year that it was a bit slow at times, but to watch their defense just attack people like it has a couple times. There were two or three times in this first half where we could see they unleashed Jalen and AB at the same time, and it felt like it did last year when they would have Jalen and KCP out there hounding, or KCP and AB hounding ball handlers. So like that's the thing, and that's a bit why I talked about earlier in one of my videos about I think earlier this week, just saying that it feels weird to watch the team score this much. I know I've talked about it a lot. Apologies. I got to get used to it, but just to watch them score as much as they have and just to give up as many points as they have, it's been a bit disappointing. And they really have only picked on Tyus Jones only a couple times, and Desmond is hasn't really been, I think, the ball stopper that KCP was, and he's not that. So I have to get past that. So I will work through my emotions. I'm sure over the course of this season, I'll get past that. I won't even think about KCP anymore. I mean, there's so many Magic fans that were quick to say sayonara. I still thought KCP did a lot of good for the Magic last year, especially as his defense when we didn't have the offensive firepower anymore. We needed to lean on our defense, and he was one of the guys that were able to keep us in a lot of these games. Now, we just hoped he was able to shoot threes better. So hopefully in Memphis, he's able to get his stroke back, and we've moved on. We got Desmond, and Desmond's shot a couple threes already. So I think that's an exciting change for us because we got somebody that also could take the ball on on the floor, as we've seen Desmond's taken it all the way to the basket a couple times and hit a couple mid range, which is what KCP did in the end. He didn't shoot from three all that well, but he was able to still keep active by being the one that had the I guess he had his career high in percentage wise from 2 point range last year. So yay, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so I think that's the exciting thing so far. So first half was very exciting. The Magic was down, where they were down by 12 for a period there when they really were starting to lose track of some of the Miami shooters, and Miami came out scorching hot, and the Magic still gave up 65 points in that first half. So they will get better hopefully over the course of the season, and their communication will get better, and we'll have a more steady rotation, because I think that's been the interesting bit it didn't feel like a preseason game. Might have felt like this preseason game in that the Magic scoring so much, but they really with Ji playing only 3 minutes. It looks like in the first half. Like I don't know if they were trying the rotation they did in the last preseason game where Ji was the first one off the bench. Tyus was the first one off the bench in this game because of Jalen's foul trouble with his two early fouls, but Ji came out and played for a few minutes there, and I don't know if they're just going to kind of have him out there and see if he's got something, and if he doesn't have it that day, then they might just punt and then bring interest in, and then those will be the minutes for Ji for that game. We'll see. I don't really know what I don't really know. Well, again, no one knows. We're just watching it in real time to see where Ji is going to fit on this team because if Goga plays super well and he's shooting threes, then they might just play Goga and Mo together when Mo comes back. So we'll see. I don't know what the future holds, and we'll see how Ji plays because I think that's the biggest thing. If he plays well, then he'll stay on the court, just like Jamal Mosley said over the course of the training camp. Or no, it was Jeff Weltman at Media Day actually that was like, if you can help the team win, you're gonna play. So if Ji isn't playing well, then maybe in the end he doesn't play. And I mentioned in I think it was the season preview and the bold predictions video. I mentioned that I think that if Tyus doesn't play well, that Jace might start eating into some of his minutes, and Jace might start have the opportunity a bit sooner than a lot of us expect. Like I don't expect Jace to get that much playing time off the bat, but if Tyus isn't really providing the offense that we need, and we know he's not going to be the stopper necessarily on defense, that maybe you give Jace the opportunity, and Jace, at least from the preseason, Jace was out there and he was scoring. So we need that firepower. We need that punch, especially if, let's say, this is the way the Magic play defense now. If the Magic don't play the defense they did last year, then we're going to need to outscore guys, and we need the offense. So that would mean that Tyus would have to be the sacrificial lamb, unfortunately, for the club in that respect. So we'll see. We'll see how all of that goes. So I know I just did it, but let's do it again here just to go over the stats. Actually, we'll go over Miami just to kind of see what's happened in the game as a whole. So Andrew Wiggins is 9 points on 4 of 6 shooting. Nikola Jovic, 8 points, 2 of 4 shooting. Bam Adebayo with 11 points on 2 of 6 shooting. A lot of damage on the free throw line. 6 of 7 from the free throw line for Bam. 4 rebounds, 1 assist. Norman Powell, 13 points, so he's their leading scorer with 4 of 9 from the field, 2 of 4 from three, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. That was when he got fouled on that 3-point attempt. Davion Mitchell with 10 points, 4 of 6 shooting, 2 of 3 from three, which is good for him because he's one of those guys that didn't have the best percentage last year, and he's doing a better job so far in this game. So 2 of 3 for him, a couple rebounds, 4 assists, no turnovers. So good on him. 2 steals and a block. Jaime Jaquez, 5 points off the bench, 2 of 3 from the field, 0 of 1 from three, 3 rebounds, 1 steal. Simone Fontecchio, 4 points, 2 of 3 from the field, 0 of 1 from three, 1 turnover. Khalil Ware hasn't played as much as I thought. I guess they didn't. They've decided to not go with the too big lineup. We'll see if we see a little bit more of that in the second half. He ended up with 3 points on 1 of 3 from the field, 1 of 2 from three, with 3 rebounds, 1 steal for the Heat. Drew Smith came in and actually was very, very aggressive. So kudos to him. 2 points, 1 of 2 from the field, 4 assists, 1 rebound, 1 steal. And Pell Larson got into the game a little bit. No points on 0 of 1 from the field and 2 personal fouls. So he was taken advantage of a little bit there. Then if we go to the Magic for Franz is our leading scorer. 19 points on 7 of 9 shooting, 2 of 3 from three, and he took that one step back three that just wasn't advised. So it might have been a heat check. So that's good on him. It's not a bad thing to do a little bit of a heat check just to make sure if you're hot still. So 2 of 3 from three for Franz, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, 1 turnover, which is a pretty bad turnover. So that's not to nitpick, but we got to be picky. We got to hold these guys to a high standard. And him and Paolo can't be turning the ball over the way they did last year. And that one that he had this year, or this year so far, yeah, this year, this game wasn't ideal. And his 2 personal fouls. Paulo, rough first half, 7 points, 3 of 8 from the field, 0 of 1 from three, 1 of 3 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Wendell is the one I think that had the most struggle of anybody in that first half. 2 points, 1 of 3 from the field, 0 of 1 from three, 4 of 4, nope, no free throws. Ended up with 2 rebounds, and that's all. So Wendell wasn't able to really hit the boards. He did take his one 3 pointer that he had the opportunity to take, but he's definitely going to be the fifth guy on the offense when it comes to the starting lineup. So we already knew that. I just thought he would get a little bit more of run, but as we see, Desmond has 8 shots, Paolo has 8 shots, Franz has 9 shots, so he's going to be the odd man out in the end. Still, I thought a little bit more than 2 points, so that's a bit disappointing. Desmond, 14 first half points, 4 of 8 shooting, 2 of 3 from three, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. So even getting to the free throw line, so that's good. He knew the assignment. He knew that he has to play good defense, which he's doing all right. But he knew he had to shoot threes. That's why we got him, and he's going to get to the free throw line because that's where the Magic get a lot of their points is at the free throw line. 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 block as well. Good job on Desmond. 2 turnovers. One of them was real bad. So he leads the team in turnovers, actually. Jalen started off strong, come out, hit a couple threes, 8 points in total, 3 of 4 from the field, 2 of 3 from three, 1 rebound, 2 assists, no turnovers. So good on Jalen for getting that first start of the season. So I thought they would bring him off the bench, but in the end, they didn't. They brought him out to start, which is good. Tyus has gotten a good amount of the load as well. 0 points, 0 of 3 from the field, 0 of 2 from three, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover. JI, like I said, only got 3 minutes out there, 0 of 1 from the field, you missed that 1 3 from the corner, 1 rebound, 1 steal. That's all. A B, nice and aggressive, was what we love. We want him to be aggressive. 3 of 6 from the field. 1 of 2 from three. 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 block for his 7 points. Goga doing Goga things. We haven't seen Euro Goga yet. Eurobasket Goga yet, shooting three. He's 2 of 2 from the field, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block for his 4 points. And Tristan has been aggressive as well. And like I said, AB and Tristan are going to be our candidates for Sixth Man of the Year. And if they're both aggressive, the bench unit is going to be able to score. They were too passive last year, and that's partially why we didn't really score as much as we did. Tristan was even controlling things, going in slow motion, changing speed. So Tristan had a really good first half. For his 8 points, he was 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 from three, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 4 free throws for Tristan, 1 rebound, and I think that's mostly going to be what he does this year. For Tristan, I don't think he's going to have the most counting stats. That's why I think he's going to have a tough time in the Six Man of the Year voting, just because he's going to not have a high amount of he's not going to have a high amount of assists and a high amount of rebounds because he's going to be out on the perimeter a lot on offense. So he might get a bunch of steals, might be able to get a bunch of blocks. So that might be how he gets a lot of his points. But I think that's where Tristan's going to hurt. But if he scores 10 points a game, he could be more like a Malik Beasley last year, who his defining trait was really hitting the three. So we shall see. right, we're about to start the second half. Actually, let me take this thing off. Can I do that while I'm streaming? We're going to try something. Boom. Let's see. Doesn't look like I affected anything. We're still learning out here. Randy Gregory. Good old Randy. Out here talking. Oops, that's true. I probably should check to hear what he said. I'm sure they talked about defense. that the motion that the offense is going well, but the defense not so much. All right, start of the second half. Defend without fouling. Yeah, what a novel thing. Powell, another two. 69-67. Magic lead. Pancaro from the free throw line misses the mid range jumper. Jovic over to Bam. Back to Jovic. Good job, Paulo. Moving your feet. Get that rebound. Good job, Magic. Magic up two. Franz just going to attack. Ooh, that was a late foul call. Late call. That happened a lot last year. I remember that was something that was really interesting last year, and I think they wanted to get it right, which is fair enough. It's good enough for them to get it right, but still, you sit there and you're just like, the guys already got the ball, the other team's got the ball and already passed the free throw line. So for them to call it so late is a bit frustrating. But if it's the right call, it's the right call, right? Ooh, misses another free throw for Franz. Franz really actually is trying to get that modern mullet. He even shaved it on the side to emphasize it. He hits the second. So 20 points for Franz. Offensive foul on Norman Powell. Jalen did a good job of not fouling. Jalen sells it. Jalen really sold it. He flopped a bit, but that's good. So Desmond with the ball up top to Jalen. Desmond had a nice pick up. Good job, Paulo, passing it up. Uh, a 3-second violation on Wendell Carter Jr. You don't see it get a call very often, but it is what it is. Like, yeah, he was there. I think still partially because because Jalen didn't swing. He just kind of kept it. Good job by Wendell staying down on that pump fake from Jalen. Just takes it away from Powell. Oh, and then Bain fumbled it. Yeah. You got to shoot that. That's what you're here for, baby. Shoot that three. Good job by the timing of Wendell causing that steal for Jalen. Good job, Franz on Wiggins. Jovic streaked in and didn't make it. Whoa. Paolo. Nice dunk. Again, they play fast. Mitchell misses his layup. Magic. Come on, Jalen. Hit that. Oh. We got to start shooting those threes. Foul with another foul. Third foul. Magic up 72-67. That was a nice pass by Wendell to get Paolo a nice easy basket. This is what I talk about, Paolo. You don't got to shoot from mid range. You don't got to do anything difficult. You just got to do a nice regular drive and cut. Oh, missed by Dez. Oop, off the fingertips of Wiggins. That's a foul. A foul on Desmond. Mm. No more free throws. This is Jovic. Good on Jovic for getting that bag this offseason. Missed that first. Magic up 72-67. 9:14 left in the third. Tyus is in the game. I'm guessing for Jalen. Yeah. Tyus in. Paolo with the ball at the top of the key. Started a drive, missed it. Or passed it, sorry. Franz travels. He ended up hitting it. It was going to be a fadeaway that he hit. Not bad. But he traveled. Good job, Franz, cutting off Wiggins there. Missed it. Franz up. They're running. Whoop. More turnovers. Now, sometimes they're going to happen. That was a new one. That was a new one. So they're not the same type of turnovers as they had last year. Like I mentioned, I don't want them to be doing the same ones over and over again. But that one was a new one. Mitchell gets out of Bayo a nice easy basket, 72-70 for the Magic. 8:15 in the third, left in the third. Wendell Carter overcooks it. A little too much on that hook. Adebayo rebounds and brings it up. Jovic on Desmond. Oh, Desmond took it away. Good job, Desmond. That's where the muscles are important. Drive, Paolo. Drive. Nice pass. Cut pass. Franz. Ooh, that was a nice in the rhythm shot. Oh, what do you call a foul? So Franz missed it. Long rebound. Wiggins out by himself. Yeah, it doesn't even look like there was a foul there. But anyway, so he shot, and looks like there's going to be they're going to time out of the challenge. There's a lot of Heat fans at the Magic game listening to it. Anyway, so I don't know if I finished saying what happened, but they passed the ball up, and Wiggins got the ball, tried to dunk it, didn't, and Franz got called for a foul. So yeah, so far so far in the second half, it feels a lot like the first. It feels like the Magic just are not as focused on the defensive end. Like even Franz shot the three, but didn't get back to stop the leak out by Andrew Wiggins. So they also had a nice easy dunk for Desmond for Bam Adebayo by Davion Mitchell. So Davion Mitchell, he was a guy that I was hoping that if the Magic were looking at something different for their team, he wouldn't have been a bad guy to try to get. Obviously, he's not. a shooter. He would not have necessarily fit what the Magic are hoping to do, like what they're doing now, but he would have helped on the more defensive minded. He couldn't shoot threes last year, so he would have fit in that way. But he's shooting 2 of 3 so far, so you gotta give him credit from getting better. So yeah. So that's what the second half has been so far. In the few minutes that's been so far, it's just the Magic not playing with aggression on the defensive end. And I don't know if that's just I don't know if that's going to have to be a thing that we have to wait for Jalen to be able to play more, and then all of a sudden you're going to have that energy, you're going to feel that energy. But Desmond, they feel it feels like they're definitely trying to attack Desmond, and I don't know if that's just because Norman Powell is the guy that would go against him, and that's what it is. But they know that Franz is a good defender, so Wiggins is try to run on him a bit, and it hasn't happened. Franz moves his feet, gets in front, so that's been good. And Jovic has tried Paulo a little bit, and it just hasn't been something that's worked out for them. So they've been going against Wendell with Bam because it's Bam, but Desmond's having to do a lot of work on the defensive end, and I think he's doing not too bad of a job so far. So we'll see. They have Desmond up there. Career 41% from three. Career. Last year he shot less than 40%, but career 41%, that's crazy. And if we keep him all the way through, if we keep him all the way through his contract, he's with us for what, 4 more years, all the way through the 2029 season, the 2028 2029 season. 2029, man, 2030. Oof. Anyway, I'm old. So one more free throw for Andrew Wiggins. He missed it. Paolo one-handed rebound. See, with the new scoreboard, everything is yellow across the court right now. So that's got to feel different for the players. Bankero misses. Wendell driving. Bain's gonna drive the ball high off the glass. That's nice because he has a propensity to get blocked just because of his lack of wingspan. So 2 point lead for the Magic, 74-72, 7 minutes left in the third. Tyus gets picked. It's just going to be too easy. Davion Mitchell just went right past. Once Tyus got lost in the screen, Paolo drives. Ooh, it looked like it was going to go in, but that's it. Paolo can abuse Jovic. Drive. Yes, Paolo, just drive. Yeah, you got to continue to do. So let's see if Paolo starts hitting his free throw. Ooh, that was perfect. And what could have been last year? I think last year, the way he came out just aggressive and attacking the basket last year, I think last year would have been the first time that they would have started the discussion for all NBA. And if he scored 26 points a game for the entire season, then he would have definitely been in the conversation. So 76-74. Paolo hits both free throws. Tyus, they're just attacking. They're attacking Tyus right now. They're just attacking Tyus. They needed. I would think they just bring AB in. Powell knocked it away from behind. Yeah, Ji is back in the court. Back on the court. Run, 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 run. Come on, Paulo, hit this three. Shoot. This is what I'm talking about. Catch and shoot. They don't always have to do everything with the ball in their hand. But then they totally, totally, totally leave. Norman Powell. Tyus was the closest one, so I don't know if it's supposed to be a Supposed to be Tyus's man, but wide open three on the transition, and he hits it. 79 all. Paulo with a he just dribbles it off, not off his leg. He just kind of lost the dribble. We're gonna have to bring in AB. I don't understand why we still got Tyus out here. That's also why Drew Smith had such a great first half. Hey, cute. Good job by Tyus. I didn't want to, no disrespect. I said cute. Wow, misses that three. 10 rebounds for Paulo. Nice. Come on, Desmond, hit that. Ooh, rimmed out. Wow. Nice footwork. They're up by two. Miami's up by two. 81-79. Probe dribble by Tyus all the way across. Five left on in the shot clock. Oof. Draws a double team, and Paolo turns the ball over. That's the turnover that I was talking about. That's the type of turnover I talk about. That he needs to do a better job of reading the defense, and just once the second defender comes, you can confuse Paolo. Unfortunately, so far. Chick-fil-A. Sorry, they're doing one of those Chick-fil-A. They're doing one of those Chick-fil-A endorsement things, and I'm like, ooh, where I'm at, there's no Chick-fil-A. So I think about the Chick-fil-A all the time. So I'll be back home soon to get me some Chick-fil-A. Anywho, the once Jalen went out, and we can see what's happened to the defense, unfortunately. So I don't I know we can't have a B just always come in and be the defensive stopper, but we can't. Tyus might end up being too much of a defensive liability, and it's interesting, right? Because people wanted Tyus 2 years ago, not this past offseason, the offseason before. Everybody's like, "Oh, we need Tyus Jones. We need a true point, a true point, a true point." Yeah, of course, that's fine, but not not if you're watching the game like this. Now, maybe at 27 years old, it would have been better than at 29. I don't know, but right now he's just getting abused right now, so he has to make up for it on the offensive end, and that was always going to be the not just the juxtaposition, but that was always going to be the discussion that if he's going to give up on the defensive end, we got to be able to also not cooperate, but contribute also on the offensive end. So, like Desmond, like I'm saying, he's not necessarily the best defender, but he competes, which is what you need. He's a thick body, which is what you need to be a good defender, as well as communicate. But he's definitely going to be the one to put up shots, hit threes. He's going to be that offensive presence that we need. So if there's you're not going to be the best defender, you got to be a great offensive player. And that's luckily what we have from the Magic a lot. We have some guys that are offense first or defense first, but they need to be you need to be a little bit of both, of course, and that's what you're hoping. But we still need guys that are able to, if they're going to be defense first, then if they give us offense, that's great. If they're offense first, we got to give us some defense. So that's a good amount of Heat fans at the game. That's a bit surprising. Magic down four. They're brought Jonathan Isaac, a beer in now. Bain thought that he was fouled, but no call. 83-79, Miami up. 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Black able to guard Wiggins. You can see that's good. Smith no good. Offensive rebound. Wiggins misses that three. J.I. almost was able to get that rebound. Instead, another three for Wiggins. Missed it again. All right, they finally called a foul. They weren't able to get any rebounds, but they ended up getting a foul call. Magic down 4, 3:38 left in the third. Yeah, this has been it's been an interesting rebounding game. There's not a lot of offensive rebounds for the Magic, which is true, but also not really for the Heat either. Partially because both teams are shooting pretty well. A B back to Bain. Nice. Good job. Quick decision by exactly from Desmond. That's what we got to do. We sometimes we think too much. We just got to do. Good job, Wendell, staying in front of Adebayo, making him shoot. He hit it. That's good for him. Paolo's still up in the game. There you go. Driving the ball. Driving the ball. That's all we need from Paolo to continue to drive. It's great. 85-81. Miami. That was a good thing by Drew Smith because he actually knows that that's exactly how Paolo dribbles. So he took a gamble and got caught and ended up getting the foul against him. But the way he did it, the way he gambled, actually was perfect, really. So like he just missed it. He just mistimed it, but he really did a good job on that one. Then he ended up getting the foul call because again, Paolo when he drives, none of them are going to be able to stop him. Anyway, Paolo hits the first free throw, so he's hitting his free throws today, which is great. Let's see. Let's hit the second one here. Is up and good. Oof, right down the center. Swish. Great job. So Paolo's in this game now. That's great. So it's 85-83. Heat leads with 2:41 left in the third. Nice play by Miami. He's Fontecchio's not able to make it. Suggs is back in the game. What an interesting lineup. We got Franz, AB, Paulo, Suggs, and Goga. Good job in not taking that shot, Paulo. Paulo, that would have been a shot. Good job by Paulo, though. Paulo would have shot that mid-range jumper, but in the end, he gave the ball up and gave and trusted his team. Drew Smith out here taking a lot of charges. He tried to take a charge on Paulo earlier, so again, good on Drew Smith for being out there and putting his body in the line like that. Powell misses it. Oh, Haze with a foul. There's a lot of fouling. The fouls are starting to pile up. Only second team foul in the Magic. I don't know. Do you like that? Do you not like that? I kind of like when they're aggressive. That wasn't a pass. My man tried to get a foul call, but the ball just wound up with Fontecchio. Tristan pump fakes back out to Jalen. Jalen. Oh, was that? My bad. That's Anthony Black. Suggs. Nice drive and layup. 87-85. Miami leads. 136 left in the third quarter. Franz guarding Jaquez. Good job. Nope. Traveling. Good job, Franz. Do they not know Franz? We call him the Franz, like the Fonz. I'm sure that's been thought of before, but it just hit my brain for the first time. Especially with his hair, he could be like, "Hey." Anyway, no man. Franz with the ball. That's gotta be an. I was gonna say no. It's gonna be a. Well, that was a weird play. So Franz basically just went across the lane, tossed it up. It looked like a pass, but Khalil Ware like spiked it, so it looked like it could have been either a pass or a shot. And in the end, they're gonna give Franz an extra, the Franz, a little extra 2 points just for being cool. Let's see. Let's do a quick check on the stats. We got. Why does that say that? We got what? So yeah, we're at 87 points overall. Franz with 22 points on 8 of 11 from the field. Paulo up to 16 points now, 5 of 11 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 5 of 7 from the free throw line. 70%, 71%. It's not great. Wendell still at 2 points. Desmond's at it up to 18 points. Jalen made it to double figures with 10 points. Magic shooting well. They're just too many turnovers. All right, tied at 87, 108 left in the third. Jalen hounding Mitchell. Goga stepped up and Ware with an easy alley oop. Womp womp. All right, Miami leads. Franz spinning, fading, missing. Fontecchio with the rebound. Fontecchio drives on Tristan, missed it. Wagner with a rebound. Out to Tristan. Tristan for three. Nice. Tristan. That's the kind of stuff I'm telling you. Presence, 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 presence. Just be out here. Shoot. Put your imprint on this game. 90 to 89, Magic lead with 14 seconds left in the third. Nice switch. Oh, Jalen. He's so cute. Jalen's like, me. I want the ball. Give me the ball so like I can throw it. So Jalen wanted to throw like a touchdown pass like he has before, but there wasn't anything out there. So heat up by one at the end of three, 91-90. 91-90. 91-90. The Magic already given up 91 points and they still have a whole quarter to go. Like that's very different. That's different. Bad, good, bad. I don't really know, but we'll just uh we'll just say that is just is what it is. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna keep harping on the fact that I sound like an old man. Back in my day, as of last year, the Magic didn't give up 91 points in a game. Anywho, all right, so to reset the stats here now, still leading the Magic with 22 points is Franz at with 8 of 12 from the field, 2 of 4 from three, 4 of 6 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. That's as we see, and plus good defense. So he'll get in front of the guy as well. So even if it's not a steal necessarily, he's still getting in front of the guy to impede them. So Franz doing his work. Paulo, 16 points, 5 of 11 from the field, 1 of 2 from three, 5 of 7 from the free throw line, 10 rebounds, already a double double. So if Paulo's able to get his rebounding numbers up, then again, that's going to look good for his resume. 1 assist, 1 steal, Wendell Carter Jr., only 2 points, 1 of 4 from the field, 0 of 1 from three, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Not a good game for Wendell. Desmond Bain, 18 points on 6 of 13 shooting, 2 of 4 from the three, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks. Those are probably strip steals, but they call them blocks. Jalen Suggs, 10 points, 4 of 5 from the field, 2 of 3 from three, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Tyus Jones also having a bad day. Oh, no points. 0 of 3 from the field. 0 of 2 from three. 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block, which also is probably a strip. Jonathan Isaac got back in the game. Not much from him other than the 1 steal, 1 rebound, and his missed shot. AB, 7 points, 3 of 6. He wasn't very aggressive in that one, so we gotta hope he gets more aggressive in this quarter. 1 of 2 from three, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block. And Goga, 4 points, perfect from the field, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. And Tristan da Silva in double figures now with 11 points, 3 of 5 from the field, 2 of 3 from three, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 1 rebound from them there. So let's see. Where blocked Franz Powell for three. Hits that three. Yeah, the Magic just not playing well defensively. So Goga with the ball, the top of the key. Over to Franz. Alley oop to Goga, and Goga's able to get it. And that one was difficult because Galera Ware is he's like Inspector Gadget out here with his big old arms. Man, I'm really dating myself with some of these references, huh? Mitchell with the switch on AB, nice. Fontecchio with a long three. Jeez. What is Miami team? Who's this Miami team? 97 points? Jeez. Down by 5, the Magic. 97-92, 10:42 left. Good job. Good job just shooting with that left. That's a good job by Franz. Let's see if they're able to get up close. Mitchell attacks Black, but Black's able to get that rebound. There you go. Come on, baby. You got to isolate. Not isolate. Well, Franz, deep three. Why? Why? That's the Hawk is, and that's what we get. You should call a timeout. Quick long three don't make sense. That doesn't make sense unless you're trying to do a heat check. That'd be the only thing. But Goga, woo, Goga's shooting that three. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. But we got to play defense. But we got to foul. I don't mind the threes. I don't even mind the quick threes. But we got to be able to play defense. That's the thing, man. We're not playing defense. It's fourth on Wagner. And they're gonna get a couple free throws. It looks like out of this. So like, whoa. That's not a good look. That there's so many Miami Heat fans. I think at this game, you can hear them. That's not a great look. Not that they're not like it's not like a San Diego or San Diego. My gosh, I really am an old man. It's not like the Charger games where there's about 70% the there's only 30% of the fans are home fans. The rest are visitor fans. It's not that bad, but Magic gave up 100 points with 9:50 left in the fourth. He hits both free throws, 101-94. 7-point lead. 9:40 left in the game. Franz out to Tristan. Tristan hitting from the corner. Tristan. That's what I'm saying. Tristan. Now AB's just got to get into the game. Good job in cutting off the driving lanes by Franz, but then Jaquez is still able to get the shot up and in. 6-point lead for Miami, 103.97. Come on, AB. Misses it. Long two. I think they should be driving. Don't forget. Oh, they go under. They were going to call a foul, an offensive foul. I was going to say they went under because Mitchell is not a great 3-point shooter, but I was like, whoa, Tigers, you gave a little too much space. But there was a foul. And that's what happened. All right. 8:40 or 8:58 left in the fourth. Magic down 6. Franz. Whoa. Franz almost shot a three, and I was like, okay, now we're getting a little too free. But hit a driving Goga, and then Goga was cutting down the lane. Mitchell got in the way, and Goga missed the layup. Goga's got a good length of hair now though, so he can actually get it into the bun. Because last year you could see he had the little band, and it was just kind of flapping everywhere. So hits his first free throw. And the second free throw hits that one. Nice. Goga, good job. 103.99. Magic are down by 4 with 8:44 left in the fourth quarter. Fontecchio looked like he wanted to go. Lobs it up to where? What is happening right now? What is happening right now? Black had it stripped. Norman Powell did a good job there. But good on AB for being aggressive. They're going to be able to abuse Tyus. 107.99. Come on, Tyus, hit this. Good job, Goga. Tyus missed a three. Goga was able to tap it over to Tristan, and Tristan got an extra two, got another two. Timeout on the floor. 8:02 left in the fourth. 107-101. Miami is leading. So, yeah. I'm not going to overreact. I'm going to try not to overreact. But, whoa. Let's just say, whoa. The defense is not anywhere from what it needs to be, especially if there's even a hint of the Magic being a championship contender. And again, this is game one, and Jalen's not fully healthy. I understand all of that. So I'm trying not to overreact. But the way this has gone, it hasn't been great so far for the Magic offensively. Let's see. And not too much has changed stat wise since we started. There's an extra few points. Franz up to 24 points. Paulo hasn't played so far, I don't think, in this fourth quarter. Wendell still at 2 points. Desmond still at 18. Jalen at 10. But Goga up to 8 and Tristan at 16. So in my bold predictions, I think we're going to have 7 guys that are going to average double figures in the for this year. So I assumed it would be all 5 starters. So hopefully Wendell has a better season than what he's played so far this year. And Goga's at 8 points right now. So we shall see. When you get nothing basically from Tyus and from Wendell, that's not going to be a recipe for success. And I think that's going to be the big thing that we need to continue to strive for Tyus to get on board. Tyus needs to continue to push. If he's not going to be shooting as well, unfortunately, he's starting off 0-3, and like you, like he has had teams punt on him in the last few years, right? Like he was on the Wizards for a year, so they didn't punt on him necessarily. But Phoenix, by over the course of the year, he ended up going from starting to coming off the bench. So hopefully that's not for hopefully that's not going to be the case this year as well, but that's just the reality of what's happened to him so far, right? So anyway, we'll see. I don't want to be that pessimistic already. I know. I'm trying to stay level headed, but hey, this is what it is. We're fans, so that's how we're gonna talk. Fran's taking a break so he can be back for the stretch run, it looks like. 24, 6 assists. 24.6 assists. That's good of Franz. Bane and Bancaro back in the game, so we'll see. Fontecchio, Tristan just got past him. He got past Tristan, and Tristan didn't do a good job on that one. They've been on fire this fourth quarter. 108, 101. Miami up. 7:35 left in the fourth quarter. Oh, to Bane, hit that. Oh, missed it. Wendell, nice rebound. One-handed. Bancaro, don't spin. Nice. Come on, AB. All right. Off to Wiggins. All right. To the Magic. Somebody on Miami. Oy, oy, oy. Over to, come on. Tristan missed that one. Tristan missed that one, but it's all good. Missed that one. So Magic still down by 8 with 7:06 left in the game. All right. Fontecchio still in. Bam against Wendell. Bam misses it, but he gets his own rebound. Tap hooked away. Good job. Push, 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 push. Let's go. That's going to be your way. Paolo and one. Again, driving the ball. Get it, Paolo. Get it, Paolo. Exo. Let's go, Paolo. Magic down by 6 right now before the free throw. Let's see if Paolo's able to hit this free throw. Nice. It still looks perfect. Getting it. All right. Magic down 5. 6:31 left in the fourth. Oof. Fontecchio. Nice. Nice shot. Yeah. You can't. Huh? Wiggins left to go. So Desmond tried to drive and went up against Adebayo. And like I said, Desmond needs to create space before he can really just lay things up because of his short arms. Then they turned the ball over when they were kicking it ahead. Ooh, Bane deep three. That's the type of shot that he can just shoot. He can just shoot. Deep three, hand in his face, cuts the lead to 4. Paolo. Yeah. Ooh. Probably touched him too. They probably could have gave him in the end one. All right, Magic down by 4. Let's see if they can string some stops together. Good job of the deflection, Franz, with his little mullet. Yeah, that's just gonna crack me up. I know it's new, right? All this stuff is new, so I'm just trying to try not to make too much of a deal of them a lot of the times. All right, starters versus starters, probably to finish this game. Shot clock is 5. Ooh, air ball. I was gonna say Adebayo tried to shoot a 3 at the buzzer at the end of the shot clock, missed it. Jalen bringing the ball up. No, Paolo's gonna shoot a 3. No, no, no. 111, 107, 509 left in the fourth. Miami leads by 4. Rejected. Paolo got another block. Drive. Oh, it almost was an and one. Almost an and one. But yeah, that's exactly it. Paolo, don't shoot these threes. Be Giannis. Harness the energy of Giannis. KD is a great player. Let's do this. And I get it, but too often he's shooting these mid-range shots. But he just took the ball straight and almost was able to make that layup. And they gotta hit them free throws. Gotta hit them free throws. Eee. Short in the first. Short on the first. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Let's at least hit one of these. Nice. Got it. You rattle it home. It's fine. Miami up by 3. Why is it always with Miami? We got to play these really close games. Jalen. Nice. Jalen. He jumped in front of the pass and was able to get an easy layup on the other end. Magic up by 1, but Jalen, this is it. He's out there getting everybody hyped. Oh, good. Ooh. Ooh. Let's see if the Magic use that challenge. Everybody's looking up. Yes, he gets ball first. Let's see. Look at this little white light. Oh, the red light is the circle now. Good job defensively by Franz to move his feet on that one. All right. Woo, we got a game. We got a game. For some reason with Miami, other than the one they had the season opener last year, other than that one, they've been close games with the Heat this past couple years. They had the overtime game in Miami. I think double overtime one in Miami. Then the game winner by Hero, and then the comeback by the Magic last year. So we always play them hard. So hopefully it's just we know each other, and this is why it's so difficult because the Magic defensively need to play better. All right, so resets Paolo up to 20 points for Paolo. 20 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. That was a big block that he came over. He's been doing a great job coming out the weak side, especially for blocks on the preseason as well as in this game so far. Franz has right now a personal foul, so we'll see if they keep that one on there. But he has 24 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, maybe a block if they overturn this foul call. Wendell, points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Desmond, 21 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks. Jalen, 12 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, 2 steals. Tyus, no points. Ji, no points. Anthony Black, 7 points, 3 of 9 from the field. I like the 9 shots. Even if he missed them, I want a B to shoot the ball. 7 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block. Goga, 8 points, 8 rebounds, 1 steal, 4 assists, 1 block. I thought you can do whatever as long as you hit the ball first. Anyway, Tristan with 16 points, 1 rebound, no assists, and that's it. Okay. Mm. The fifth one for Wagner. All right. So Franz has 5 fouls. This is not great for the Magic, really, to be struggling this much with the Heat. Like I said, hopefully it's because they're division rivals and that's what it is. But really, it's the Heat. They're without Tyler Hero, and I know they're going to play better with Norm Powell, but that's crazy. All right, let's see. So he hit the first free throw, so it's 112, 110, 113, 110. Miami up by 3 with 4:25 left in the fourth. My little boy came out to visit Ron or Paulo. Paulo, good job in making sure you continued. You didn't settle and shoot a mid-range shot. Went in, and just continued to attack and push. Went up against 2 defenders, didn't get the foul call, but then Carter was able to get the offensive rebound. Boom, hits the first free throw. Good job, Wendell. 113, 111. Miami's up by 2 with 4:14. Let's see if he's able to hit this second free throw. Yeah, it's crazy. We really, we'll talk about it in the post game. They really shouldn't be struggling this much against Miami, but they are. So let's just get this win and stack the days. He's able to hit that second. Good job for Wendell. Hit them 2 big free throws. 113, 112. 4:08 left in the game. Plenty of game left. Ugh. Mitchell, short. Wagner. Ooh, they were trying to stay in front. Up, here we go, Desmond. Hit this. Oh, in there and one for Wendell. It looked all right. So Desmond shot a corner three. It went in and out. Came out. Wendell grabbed that rebound like a man, and he went back up. Big man, and that ball just didn't want to go down, and he eventually went down. Oh, that would have been that place would have lit up though if if Desmond would have hit that shot. The Magic back up 114, 113. Let's hit this free throw. Boom. All right. 114. I'm sorry, 115, 113, 3:46 left in the fourth. Call that timeout. Call that timeout. This is it. This is what we want. That's it. Let's get this win. Let's get this win. Even if you were the best defensively, let's get this win. At least offensively, we've seen if this was a game last year, the Magic would have likely already been out of it just because we couldn't keep up offensively. So it's great that we at least can keep up offensively. So Wendell coming up big. Wendell is struggling all game long, but he's been able to come in and grab these rebounds and get these. This is what 5 points, I guess, in the end. Yeah, Wendell's up to 7 points on 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Good job, Wendell. He's been a bit in foul trouble, and that's why he's been a bit limited. But still, he's been out here getting big man rebounds the last couple times down the floor. Yeah, and now if this is the way the games are going to be all year, that's not going to be too bad. Nice and exciting, up tempo, hitting threes. Guys haven't really been hitting as many threes in this second half in general. It's not like the first half where everybody was just launching and hitting. All right. Good job, Franz. How many seconds is 5 seconds? This is like the longest 5 seconds in the history of the world. All right. So the Miami turned the ball over. Franz did a great job. Franz came over when the defender was coming out, and because of the midcourt line, it kind of stopped them from getting the ball in, and Franz did a great job there. So, but that's one of those things that you won't see in the stat sheet. Paolo, don't shoot that mid range. Here we go. Let's find something better. Well, Bane, I don't want you to shoot a mid range either. There you go, officials. Good job, officials. It did look from that angle that the from the television angle that it was out on Wendell, but it was not. Oh, that was such a good play, and Paolo just missed it. Paolo just mishandled the ball, but it was a great out of bounds play. Who's been doing out of bounds plays, yo? Gonna be that's the surprise. Nice. Wow. There's a great screen. Yeah. Ah, ah. Easy to Jalen just missed it. It's all right. Again, let's move forward. So turnovers though. Turnovers. It's gonna be the thing that would keep us from reaching our goals ultimately. Let's see if Wiggins can hit the second one to tie the game. Ooh, he hit it. 115. 115. 3:23 left in the fourth. Franz, one on one. There's no movement offensively. No. Well, they almost got the ball back, but that was not a good offensive play. They're gonna call an offensive foul on that. Jalen's telling them to do it. Jalen makes the life. Jalen just makes life more interesting. Are they gonna review it? Jalen is set, but I worry about the way his knee buckles a bit. Miami's challenging. All right, we'll see. We thought that the other challenge on Franz was gonna go good for us, so we'll see. But here, this time, We can't. You can't really. Yeah, they can go anyway on this. Who knows? I think it's a. I think it's a charge. We'll see. There's a couple looks here. He sets his foot, but he kind of like. Oh, I don't like the way his knee goes. Ugh, I don't like the way that looks. Like I appreciate it, and I'm happy that he does it. But ouch, we gotta watch your knee, Jalen. We gotta watch your knees. Hopefully, this is like Eurobasket. Eurobasket was much quicker. Eurobasket was much quicker. Let's go. Oh, I guess it's two free throws. I thought it was. I thought it wouldn't have been. They're in the penalty. Jalen. Jalen's a fun dude, though. I love me some Jalen. Right. It kind of was wide. It kind of was a wide stance. Yeah. Come on. If you can't figure it out in 20 seconds, then you did. There we go. I was gonna say. If you can't figure it out in 20 seconds, it is what it is. Then you just keep the call on the floor. It's a shame this is even such a close game. Woo! Unsuccessful challenge. Jalen Jalen was telling the Miami team, yeah, review it. Oh, you just gotta watch that knee. Stop. I don't like they keep showing those replays. I'm worried they about to hurt himself. Let's go. Yeah, I was gonna say the referee's really giving a good job and saying what's up. Okay, Magic have the ball under three to play. One tied at 115. Let's have better offense. Ugh, to Paolo. Paolo was wide open. Oh, missed it. Franz feels like he thinks he's the number one in this one. Let's see what the foul. So foul goes. Oh, I guess Desmond might get him. Oh dear. On Suggs, there's no way. What did he do? Anyway, all right, let's see. Free throws. Suggs didn't even hit him. So if that's the foul call, maybe they're trying to do a makeup call. Oh, misses the second. All right, so down by one, 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. Let's see if Paolo's now like, you know what? You didn't give me the ball last time, Franz. Oh, they fouled him. They're timing it right on Paolo to get that steal. They're doing a good job of timing his dribble because Paolo is he's a bit readable in that way. Like if you've watched enough film of him, you can see it. Let's hit these free throws. Big free throws, Paolo. Hit them free throws. Boom. Swish. 114. Tied at 116. The second one is up and in. Big free throws, Paolo. 117, 116. Magic up by one. 220 left in the fourth. Mitchell with the ball up. They went under. He could have just pulled by himself. I feel like there's too much gambling by the Magic. He keeps Powell keeps throwing the ball this way for some reason. Relax, relax, slow down, Pancero. There we go. Good job. Everybody relax. Good job. Chill out. Now he's got Powell. Why would you fade away? Why would you fade away? Don't fade away. Get up. Blocked by Wendell. 139. Everybody chill out. Chill out. Nice pass. Nice pass by Desmond Bain. Nice pass. Nice pass. Magic up by three, 119, 116, 125 left in the game. They went under, a little too under. Come on now. Is Junior with the ball. Wiggins is going to shoot a three. Ooh. Franz was there, and he just shot it and took it. Whoa. Right in his face. Absolutely. 113 left in the fourth. Game is tied. 119 all. Fowler with the ball over to Jalen. Pass the ball. Oh, he's able to get it in. Jalen was able to get it to go. 121, 119. Less than a minute to go. 50 seconds left. Wiggins. Ooh. Offensive rebound. Ow. Freaky missed it. Desmond on the ground. Don't get a technical, bro. Don't get a technical. Ouch. Shucks. Hit my finger. Ouch. Yeah, like a great job by Desmond to get on the ground. See, he's a dog too. That's always going to be the thing. That's why I'm really excited to have Desmond on here. Once he was the one that we ended up went out and got, that's the type of player that we want. Now just hit these free throws. Just hit these free throws. At least one. Hit these free throws. Boom. Let's hit these free throws. Hi. Boom. Hit both those free throws. Magic by four. I was gonna say. Oh, a little too easy. A little too easy on that one. What just happened? A little too easy on that one. Anyway, 23 seconds left in the fourth. Drive, drive, drive. No, Wendell there had such a horrible game all day, but he's out there and gets those rebounds. Mm, getting them rebounds. Mm, nice. Come on, hit them free throws. Let's go. Ooh, rattles it in. Got that one. Hit this free throw. Come on, baby. 6 seconds left. Hit this free throw. Ooh, game over. Good night. Great job, Wendell. Mm, mm. Nice. I guess. Big free throws by the Magic. The Magic have hit their free throws. These are games that they probably would have lost last year, not only because they couldn't offensively keep up, but just these free throws have been big down the stretch. They've been hitting them all. This is gonna be a a kind of a phew that we made it through this one. But if the games are gonna be like this all season, it's gonna be a fun season. And this is supposed to be entertainment, right? So that's incredible. 3 point shots for Desmond. He had that one in the corner that would have just taken the roof off the place. But it's still 3 of 7 for Desmond Bain. If he does that and he plays most of the season, he might get close to beating the Dennis Scott's all-time record for 3 pointers made in the season. Let's see. 6 seconds left. How many seconds is that? Adebayo for three, misses it. Wendell gets that rebound. How apropos that Wendell gets that rebound to finish the game. Woo! 125, 121. Magic win that one. It's probably shouldn't have been as much of a nail biter as that was, but who knows? Maybe Miami's going to be much improved this year, and they got a big game from Fatecchio, and they got a big game from their who else? Norman Powell. Look at that. The Magic ended up scoring about 126, which is what their average was with that 125. So in the end, that was a pretty great game. That was a great game. A great game. We'll take a break and then I'll talk through the game. But that was definitely a nail biter for the Magic this year. So or to start the year. So big things are going to happen this year for the Magic. So winning at all costs is really all that matters. They if they win by one and they score 130 points and the other team scores 129, it is what it is. But still, we need to be winning all of the games, close games, big games, high scoring games, low scoring games. We need to be putting in that work and making all these victories. So we'll see what Desmond has to say. They did pick it up on the defensive end. Yeah, Wendell was a beast. I mean, shout out to Jalen. So he's trying for him to be himself. Great play to great pass to Paolo. They were talking about how we play the song after the victories, and he was like, "Nice, all right, hey." Anybody who has any question about why we gave up as many draft picks as we did and fan favorite in Cole Anthony as well as KCP, our big acquisition from the year prior, this game is exactly why. We saw how well Desmond played in this game. He came up with huge plays down the stretch, and Desmond was everything that we hoped he was. It would have been great if he hit that one 3 pointer earlier, but all in all, it's been incredible. He had a great first game. So I'll take a quick break and then I will do the post game after the fact. So I appreciate you for spending some time with me. I know at the beginning I was a bit quiet because I was just making sure that everybody can hear me, but no one said they couldn't, so hopefully it all went well, and I appreciate you for watching. So if there's what is it, do the normal YouTube things, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you're having a great night. Big win by the Orlando Magic, 126 121, is that what it was? 125 121, 125 121. Appreciate you. Have a good night.